Hello, everybody. Welcome to another week of Lose It With Me. My name is Charles Tank Harris. I'm kind of laughing to myself right now because this is the second video today that I have recorded. The first one got 90% through, and I got a message from YouTube that it was a connection error, and I'm starting over again. I never am able to remember what I said when this happened, so I'm just going to start fresh. This is not a scripted or pre-rehearsed recording. Every time I do it, it's just kind of off the top of my head. So I started on October 1st at 470 some pounds. I don't even remember what the number is, and said to myself, you know what, I got to lose some weight. I want to get to a healthy weight for myself, for my joints, for my heart. And I assume that that weight's going to be somewhere between 200 and 250 pounds, but I really don't have a goal as to what the actual number is. I'm more focused on what my measurements are when I'm done. I'd like my body fat to be between 11 and 13%, and I'd like my waist to be between 34 and 36 inches. So that's more of the goal that I'm shooting for. I don't really care for what the BMI number is because I find BMI to be a distorted figure of one's body type and health. I have started to convince my wife to come to the gym with me. I'm having a great time helping her, showing her the inside of a gym and treadmill and the weights and the various machines, and she's having fun with it. She was very sore after our first workout, but now she's asking when are we going back every day. She's really excited to shape her body and to make some changes, and that's exciting to me. I find her to be very beautiful. Of course, I do. I married her. I love her more today than I did when I met her. I think she's more beautiful today than when I met her. But any improvement that makes her feel better about herself, of course, is going to come across in her confidence and her beautiful smile and make everyone in the world just, look at it with a little bit more of a twinkle in their eye, especially myself. And I'm glad to be a part of that. It also takes off of some of the focus on me, which it can be a little monotonous to constantly, day in and day out, be focused on yourself and what you're eating and what your weight is and what you're lifting. And now I get to help someone else, and in the interim, I'm still helping myself. So that's very refreshing. The last 4 days have been a challenge for me food-wise. We celebrated my wife's birthday. I took her to South Beach, Miami, and we went in at some good restaurants down there, Prime 112 on South Beach. My girl from school, Amaris' restaurant, South Street in the Theater District of downtown Miami, had a good eats there, nice restaurant. We stayed at the resort at Boca Raton and ate well there. And before we left, even the kids celebrated her birthday before we left with cake, ice cream, pizza, barbecue. It was just a general what not to do as far as healthy eating is concerned. But that's behind me, and now I'm on a 7-day cleanse actually to try to get some of that damage undone. And I'm eating, as the trainers that I know like to say, I'm eating clean, fruits, vegetables, fish, protein smoothies. And that, today I've had 2 fruit smoothies, a bowl of fruit, salmon, broccoli, and rice for dinner. I've never, eaten this clean in my life. So 7-day period of trying to get, that junk cleaned out of me. And then also after that, maintaining the clean eating for my next weigh-in, which is Christmas Eve, December 24th, which is also my second oldest daughter will turn 17, my Shelby. So looking forward to that weigh-in and hoping to put up a better number than I did at the last weigh-in, which covered 4 weeks, and I had only lost 6.5 pounds. And I'm encouraged that every time I want to lose weight, but I wanted to lose a bigger number than 6.5 pounds with the amount of work that I'm doing in the gym and the cutting back on the eating. When you see my posts on Facebook, you may say to yourself, this guy's diet is horrible, but you don't really have a gauge as to what it used to look like. You ever see somebody get beat up real bad, see their face, and they say you should see the other guy? It's always good to have a comparison. And I guarantee you, when I'm posting on Facebook about what I eat, pales in comparison to how bad it used to be, and all of the food that I used to eat and the portions that I used to eat. I'm completely honest with my postings on Facebook. So there are sometimes people will read them and say, he ate horribly. What is he trying to tell everybody? I'm trying to tell everybody the truth. I want everyone to know who's going through this. There are going to be days that you grab a Twinkie. There are going to be days that you grab a pizza. There are going to be days that you drink a 2-liter soda. You just got to get back up and do better the next day. If you fail, that is an opportunity to more intelligently begin again. So I haven't fell off that bad. I've kept my streak up of no real candy. I had a Charms Blow Pop the other day, but I really wanted it for the gum, if you can believe that. And I haven't been to a Wendy's or a McDonald's or a Burger King in 11 weeks. And that's impressive for me. It may be easy for a lot of you guys to do that. It's not for me, and I have no shame in saying that the things that I've been overcoming on a daily basis on this journey, I'm proud of because I'm doing things that aren't easy for me. Every day I do my treadmill workout. I want to quit at some point in the workout. It has never been a time, maybe once or twice, that I've done this treadmill workout since I've started, and it never crossed my mind that this was too hard for me and that I wanted to jump off the treadmill. Almost every time, that's how I feel. And you know what? I should feel that way because I'm doing a fitness intensity workout that brings me to what I consider to be my level 9 of exertion 4 different times on the workout, and then level 10 at the next to last minute. So if I'm gauging those numbers correctly, I should be using 90% of my energy, 100% of my energy, and I should want to throw up and quit. And mentally, I'm fighting through that and succeeding at these workouts. And I'm so proud of myself when I get off the treadmill before I go over the lift at the fact that I beat back the desires to quit, and I beat back the old mentality, which is, you know what, this is just too hard, I'm not going to do it. So, I want you guys to look at your own journey and see where your personal victories are and celebrate those victories. And don't let anybody tell you they're not worth celebrating because this is hard. This is not easy. People who are in shape, the vast majority of them, they've always been in shape. So when you look at someone either at the gym or on the street or on a TV screen, weight has not been an issue for them. Some people it has, but the majority of people it hasn't. And they don't relate or understand to what we go through. And there are vices that they may have that we wouldn't relate to. This is our vice, food and sedentary lifestyle. So it's going to take time and effort to reprogram yourself to a point where it becomes second nature and it's easier. It may never be easy, but I guarantee you it will be easier. And that's what we're shooting for. We're shooting for something that we can continually do every day. If you focus too much on deprivation, you focus too much on torture in the gym, you're going to quit. I like to believe that you should do gradual little improvements every day. I have an acronym called GLIDE, gradual little improvements done every day. And every day, if I could do something a little bit better than I did the previous day, it doesn't matter how much better, just that it was better, then I'm able to say, I've made my life improve, and I'll continue to build on that. So one of the things that I got away from early on in this process were my weekly priorities that I wanted to add to this journey. When I first started out, the first week I started off with 3 priorities, which were to eat breakfast, to not eat after 8 p.m., and to drink a gallon of water a day. I've gotten away from that. I haven't been adding the priorities on the page or on this video and letting everybody know what I'm doing. So I've been increasing my exercises, mainly the priority. One of my priorities is 20 minutes of exercise a week. So if you can imagine right now, 20 minutes of exercise 3 times a week. Right now I'm working out 6 out of 7 days a week, and I'm working out 90 minutes each day. So if you could imagine me adding the priorities of the 20 minute every time, I could have knocked out 5 weeks of priorities just by the increase I've done in my workouts. So I haven't not been increasing the priorities. I just haven't been letting you guys know, which that defeats the point because this is supposed to be a public journey and sharing of information. So I promise that I will put it on my Facebook page what I've been increasing every week to make the improvements on this journey. This is going to be a relatively short video. I have to get up first thing in the morning and make a 12-hour drive. As you guys know, I travel a lot. A little concerned about being in the car so long, being on this cleanse, because I'm going to have to go to the bathroom at some point. I will work that out at some point on the drive. But I've already pre-mapped out where I'm going, where I'll work out, what I'll eat. I figure that the best way to stay ahead of the game and to do this correctly is to pre-plan and never let anything become a rush or a problem, to knock it out and to plan ahead of time. I always say to myself that tomorrow begins tonight. So as I'm putting myself to bed, I like to think of what I have to do tomorrow, make sure I'm going to sleep early enough to get up and do these things and be ahead of the curve. I want to live life and not let life live me. So with all that being said, I appreciate those of you who have sent me inbox messages and added me as a subscription channel. I'm not trying to get famous off of this. I'm trying to lose a lot of weight, and I'm trying to encourage those of you who want to lose it with me to do so. So spread the word to your friends. Any situation that comes up there that you may want to talk about, we can discuss it either in private or public forum, whatever you want to do. I'll be sure to share it with the audience. And I just appreciate your support and continue to encourage you as you've been encouraging me to succeed on this journey. I know it can be done. As I said before, I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. Every day I'm doing it. This shirt, I bought it as a 4X. I used to wear a 6X. And now not only does it fit, but it's got a little, got a little leeway in it. So it's only going to get better. I'm only going to get sexier. Now, I know it's hard to imagine, but I will. And I just don't show up at my doorstep. I'm married. It's just what it is, unfortunately, ladies. And fellas, we're going to be in a situation where, they're going to ask us to do the cover of Chubby GQ and then just eventually regular GQ. And we got to keep our calendar open and let them know, see what's going to happen. So, once again, thank you for your support. I encourage you to stay with me. Keep it up. Lose it with me. See you soon.